Good morning, Balance. It is Monday morning, June 15th. We're halfway through the month. It's been a beautiful weekend. I hope you all have been outside and going out and exercising or doing your picnics and outdoor activities. It's been gorgeous. Today, what we're going to do is athletic yoga. It's 7:45 in the morning, so every Monday, 7:45 to 8:45, I will be teaching. I'm Stephanie J. Today we're going to bring our focus more to opening up our shoulders and opening up our chest. It's, 3 months into the whole pandemic when it really started steering into this staying at home deal. So if you guys have any questions at all, feel free to leave comments in the comments section, and if you want any music, then go ahead and download your own Spotify, play what you need to, or you can download the Spotify link that I provided in the post. If you need any equipment, equipment would just be blocks or books. You can also use a strap. No equipment is really needed. It's just anything that you might be using normally within your own practice. Okay. So let's go ahead and, why don't we go ahead and come over to our mats, and then I'm going to start off with a reading to bring our focus to our practice. So coming to the front end of the mat, let's go ahead and bring those shoulders up and back, and again up and back, and one more time, forward, up and back, and then back, up and forward, and repeat, and again, and then let those arms hang down below, bring your chin to your chest, roll your head to the right, and do a slow full circle, and then go in the other direction. Looking straight ahead, and go ahead and interlace those fingers, reach those arms down and up. Reach those shoulders by the ears, and then relax those shoulders down, and go ahead and cross that right foot over the left, and stretch over to that left side, facing straight ahead. Don't let those shoulders round. Press through that right foot to anchor you down. Take a deep breath in, stretching out that right side of the body. And then as you exhale, keep that stretch. Turn the body so you're facing towards the ground. Feel that stretch in the upper back. And then coming back out to the side, all the way up. And then let go of those hands and uncrossing those feet. And then go ahead and interlace your fingers the other way that feels strange. Reach those arms down and up. Shoulders by the ears, reaching up. And then relaxing down, crossing that left foot over the right. Press into the ground, anchoring the foot down, and stretch over to that right side. Facing the side of the room, breath in. Exhale, feeling that stretch along the side, and then turn the body so you're facing towards the ground at the diagonal. Stretch migrates to the upper back. And then coming back to the side, all the way up. Try not to fall over. Uncross those feet, let go of those arms. Then go ahead and interlace those fingers behind you. What you're going to do is you're going to bend your knees. And you're going to rest your chest on your knees, on your thighs, and let the head hang. And let those arms drape overhead, and just let the neck go. And take a breath in. Exhale everything out. And breath in. And exhale. And let go of those arms, and hold on to the elbows, nod the head yes, shake the head no, wiggle out the shoulders, and then let go of the hands here and the elbows, and go ahead and continue to bend the knees until you're all the way in a squat, and then you can just let yourself rock forward and back, and again, and then go ahead and move yourself into a seated position here. Go ahead and sit with that right leg crossed in front of the left. Go ahead and hold on to those knees. Let's round the spine, chin to the chest, leaning back. And then breathing in, press those wrists into the knees. Gaze up, keep those elbows straight. Feel that closed chain stretch. Back to closed chain stretch. And then exhale, chin to the chest, round the spine. And breathing in, pressing those wrists into the knees, gazing up. And sitting up nice and tall. And bring the chin to the chest, roll your head to the right again, full circle. And then we're going to go ahead and switch sides. We'll get to the hips a little bit later here. So now with the left leg crossed in front of the right, same thing. Hold on to those knees. Let the spine round, chin to the chest. Breathing in, press those wrists into the knees, gaze up. And then exhale, chin to the chest, lean back. Breathing in, pressing those wrists into the knees, gazing up. Sitting up nice and tall, chin to the chest, roll the head to the left, nice full circle. Sitting up nice and tall. Let's go ahead and come up onto the knees and onto the hands, onto your all fours. So hands directly under the shoulders, hips over the knees. You're going to go ahead and move into your cat-cow. So press to the ground, head drops, tail drops. Breathing in into your cow, gaze up, tail up. Pressing into the ground, head down, tail down. Breathing in, head up, tail up. One more time, pressing into the ground, into your cat. And breathing in, into your cow. And then back to all fours. Let's do our bird dog here. So you're going to go ahead and stretch out your right arm. Make a fist with the hand. Stretch out that left leg. Reach that heel back. Stretch that heel and arm long, lengthening the body. And exhale everything in, contracting the abs. Breathing in, stretch. And exhale. And last time, we're going to do 3. Back to all fours. And then left arm out, right leg out. Flexing that foot, stretch long. And exhale everything in, stretch, breathing in, exhale, breathing in, stretch, and exhale everything contracted in the middle. Go ahead and bring yourself back to all fours here. Go ahead and tuck the toes under, pick up the knees, and push yourself into a down dog. With the down dog here, let's take a moment to find our position here. Let's rise up onto the toes and heels down. And again, heels down, bending one knee and then the next. Waking up those feet and those knees. And then reach the heels down towards the mat. And feeling equal weight in the right and left hands, push the mat away from you. And reach the hips up towards the sky. As you push the mat away, reach those heels down, rising up onto the toes and heels down. Feeling the tightness of the body as it wakes up in the morning. Let's go ahead and roll ourselves into a plank and allow ourselves to rock forward and back and side to side. Move yourself in a circular direction one way and then the other. Wake up those wrists. Then lower onto your belly. Enjoy the little release that you get when you let everything go. Bring the arms forward, palms flat on the ground, and pull the ground towards you, lengthening the body. And take a breath in. And as you exhale, pull the ground towards you some more, opening up the chest. And then go ahead and lower yourself all the way down, hands under the shoulders, pushing yourself into a child's pose. Knees wide, sitting back onto the feet, lengthening the arms out. And take a breath in. And exhale and nestle down more in between the knees. And take a few more breaths here. And I'm going to read a passage to help set more of the intention for class. That can help set some of your attention for class. Okay. Let's see. Okay, there are 2 different basic frameworks of mind, what I call headsets, that people bring to yoga. One involves viewing posture as an end to be achieved, a goal. How far you get in the posture is what counts. Another one views the posture as a tool to explore and open the body. Instead of using the body to get the posture, you use the posture to open the body. Whichever framework you're in greatly influences how you do each posture. And I love that passage because it really brings to light about using yoga as a tool for a journey for the body. And if you can take yourself out of, oh, I can't do that pose, oh, that pose is too hard, to let me see what my body feels like as I attempt to move for that pose, you end up always on the positive winning side, because the journey, everyone gets to have the journey. Maybe the end pose doesn't look like the end pose. That's fine, it doesn't matter. It really is more about how the body feels like when you attempt to move into that end goal pose they seem to have. All right, let's go ahead and move up back to all fours here. Let's go ahead and tuck those toes under, pick up the knees, push yourself back into a down dog. Let's go ahead and open up the hips here. Let's pick up that right leg and first keep those hips square. Hips stay square to the ground as you reach that leg up so the leg doesn't go very high. And then as you open up the hips some more, leg reaches longer, foot goes higher, flexing the foot, bending the knee. Feeling the tightness of the body, feeling equal weight in right and left hands as you push the ground away. And breath in. And as you exhale, trying to kick your butt with the foot. Stretch that leg long towards the sky. Bend the knee to the chest all the way forward. Move yourself into a lunge. Slowly lower that right leg down to the mat. And then bringing that left arm on the inside of the knee. And just listen to the body. Waking up the joint capsule and then in the hip. Letting the quads relax. And then from here, let's go ahead and move ourselves into a nice strong plank. Let's go ahead and move through our vinyasa. So we're going to lower into your chaturanga, up dog, and then back into your down dog. Rising up onto the toes and heels down. Let's go ahead and lift up that left leg. Am I doing this right? I think I'm showing the opposite leg here. So we're lifting up the left leg here, keeping the hips square at first. Pushing the mat away from you and then opening up the hips some more, bending the knee. Pushing the mat away from more, trying to kick your butt. Straightening that leg up towards the sky, squaring your shoulders off, knee to the chest all the way forward. Moving yourself into a lunge, lowering the knee onto the mat. Bringing the arm on the inside of that leg and let yourself sink down in the hip. Finding your breath. And then from here, let's go ahead and work ourselves back into a plank. And let's move through the vinyasa. Up dog, back into the down dog. Rise up onto those toes, heels down. Let's bend our knees and step our hop between our hands. Move ourselves into a forward fold and let go of the neck. Let the head go. Hold on to those elbows. Nod the head yes, shake the head no. Wiggling out the arms. Let's go ahead and let go of those elbows. Bend the knees. Move yourself all the way down into a squat until you're seated. Let's go ahead and strengthen our abs just a little bit here. It's always good to have some nice core work. Rolling onto your backs, hug the knees, go side to side. And then go ahead and bring those feet down onto the mat. Go ahead and reach towards those heels, try to touch them, and then relax those arms down. From here, with those hands, you're going to reach towards the front of the room. Keep reaching, and that's what brings your body up. We're going to just do some heel touches. So we'll go to the right and left. 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. We're going to go to 30. 22, 24, 26, 28, 30. Then hands behind the head. We're going to do some bicycles. You're going to attempt to bring your shoulder to your knee. So you're going to bring that right shoulder to that left knee into the opposite side. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, all the way to 30, 24, 26, 28, 30. Hold on to those knees and roll yourself all the way up into your boat pose. Try to find your balance here. You can try to straighten those legs if you want, or you can bend the knees. You can let go and try to straighten. Back down, and we're going to lower down 5 times and come back to the middle. I'm going to do it with the knees bent. So lowering all the way down and back up and down. 3rd time. 4th and 5th. Bringing those feet down. Let's go ahead and push ourselves back up onto our feet. Rocking forward and back. Lengthening those Achilles, moving yourself into a forward fold here, maybe taking a step back. Holding on to those elbows, nod the head yes, shake the head no. Then go ahead and let go of those arms. Go ahead and bend the knees and step or hop into plank. And let's go ahead and move through our vinyasa. We're going to go through our chaturanga, up dog, and then hold in this up dog. Keeping your abdominals engaged so you're not crunching in the lower back. And just let yourself sway side to side. Breath in, exhale, and then back into your down dog. From here, let's go ahead and lift up that right leg. And you're going to open up the hip as high as you can. Again, equal weight in the right and left hands, pushing the mat away from you. Bending the knee again. Opening up the front of the hip, trying to kick the butt, pushing the mat away, reaching that leg, straightening it up towards the sky, and then bend the knee to the chest all the way forward. Let's go ahead and bring ourselves into a lunge, into a high lunge, bringing those arms up, sinking down in the leg, gazing up, hands together, breath in. And then arms all the way forward. Find yourself into a nice plank. And let's go ahead and move through our vinyasa, but with a push-up. So lowering down and up and down, up dog, and back to your down dog. From here, let's open up and bring up that left leg, reaching it high. Equal weight in both hands, flexing, bending the knee, flexing the foot, trying to kick your butt. And straightening that leg up towards the sky, knee to the chest, all the way forward. Moving into your high lunge. Sinking down, gazing forward. Gaze up. Arms up all the way forward. Move yourself into a plank. And then again, let's move through a vinyasa and with a push-up. So lowering down and up and down. Up dog. Back to your down dog, rising up onto the toes and bringing the heels down. Let's go ahead and pick up that right leg, pointing those toes up towards the sky, reaching high. Let's work on our abs some more. You're going to bend that knee, bring it forward until that knee touches that right elbow. And leg long, and right elbow. And then long and twice more each side. So you're going to exhale as that right knee comes forward to that right elbow. Breathing in leg long, exhale forward. And up, and again. And last one. And then leg stays high or down dog as you then move through your plank. Chaturanga, up dog, back to your down dog. From here, let's use our hands to walk ourselves back into a forward fold. Holding on to the elbows, nod the head yes, shake the head no. Wiggle out the body. Let go of those hands, and you're going to bend your knees slightly and place the hands behind your legs. Let the head drop, and then try to straighten those legs as you let the head drop. Breath in And exhale. And then let go of those arms, walking the hands back out into your downward facing dog. And rising up onto the toes and bringing the heels back down. Let's go ahead and lift up that other leg, lifting up that left leg as high as you can. Doing the other side, bending that knee to the chest all the way forward until it touches that left elbow. And leg high, and right elbow. Breathing in, and left, and right, and twice more each side. And the leg stays high or down dog as you then move through your vinyasa. Up dog, back to your down dog, and then moving yourself into a plank and lowering down, lowering your knees down, so you're back to all fours. Now let's go ahead and straighten and stretch out our upper backs here, threading the needle. So you're gonna go ahead and lift up that right hand, opening up the chest, opening up the torso, and thread the needle through that left hand and left knee until the head and shoulder rest into the ground. Go ahead and push the ground away from you, gazing up. And exhale. And again. And breathing out. And go ahead and reach that arm up overhead. Stretching out the torso, bringing the focus to the ribs. And then if you would like, you can move into a half bind. Arm comes up and reaches behind you for the leg. And breath in. And exhale. And releasing out of this. Let's come back to all fours and we can move into the other side. So we're going to go ahead and lift that left arm up all the way. And thread the needle through, moving it all the way through until the head and shoulder rest, pressing into the ground and gazing up. Breathing in, letting go, finding the journey, reaching an arm, stretching it overhead. And then with the option of moving into that half bind, where the arm comes up and reaches behind the back, reaching for the leg, helping to open up the chest. And find your breath always. Then release out of this and coming back to all fours. Let's go ahead and tuck the toes under, pick up the knees and push ourselves back into our down dog. And let's find our down dog again. So you're reaching those heels towards the ground. Push the mat away from you with those hands. And as you push the mat away from you, open up the chest. Feel the lengthening in the shoulders as you reach those hips up towards the sky. Take 3 deep breaths on your own, breathing in and out. And again, out. Pushing the mat away from you, breathing in. Exhale, reaching those hips up. Let's move into our dolphin, so lowering down onto your elbows. You can hold on to those hands if you want. And same thing, pushing the mat away from you, opening up the chest, reaching those hips up. And exhale. And again. And breathing out. Let's lower those knees down, opening up the chest again. So you're going to keep your hips above your knees for this. As you move into your puppy dog, you're going to reach those arms forward and you're going to open up the chest as you just let yourself fall to the ground. Take a breath in and exhale. And last time. And exhale. And then move yourself back to all fours. From here, let's go ahead and tuck those toes under, pick up the knees and push yourself into a down dog. From here, go ahead and bend the knees and you're gonna step or hop between the hands into your forward fold, letting the head drop, tucking the chin,
And hold on to those knees and nod yes and shake no and wiggle out the body. And then bend the knees, let go of those hands, and slowly roll up all the way to standing. So from here, we're going to go ahead and come to the front of our mat. We're going to go through our usual sun salutation that I'll guide you through with breath. So fixing your clothes if you need to. And coming to the front of your mat and bringing your feet together so that they're parallel. They don't have to necessarily be touching, but just make sure that the toes are tracking straight ahead. And you're going to bring your hands to your heart and we'll find our neutral. We're going to press down through the ground, pressing through the feet, lengthening up through the spine. And the more you press your feet into the ground, you'll feel lengthening through the hamstrings, through your core. Keep pressing through the ground, feel the lengthening through the back of the head, and through the crown, the top of your head. Hands to your heart. And let's start with a breath in. And exhale. Breathe in, arms up. And exhale, hands to the heart. Breathe in, arms up. And exhale, forward fold all the way down. Inhale, gaze up halfway. Exhale, all the way, fold in half. Breathing in, pick up that right leg and move it behind you into a lunge. Then you're going to exhale into a down dog. Breathing in, moving into your up dog. Exhale, down dog. Breathing in, right leg bends, moves forward into a lunge. Exhale to a forward fold. Breathing in, arms up. And exhale, hands to the heart. Breath in. Exhale, pressing through the ground. Breathing in, arms up. And exhale, hands to the heart. Breathe in, arms up. And exhale, forward fold all the way down, tucking the chin. Breathing in, gazing up halfway. And exhale, all the way down. On the next inhale, pick up that left leg and move it behind you into a lunge. Then you're going to exhale into a down dog. Breathing in, move into your up dog. Exhale, down dog. Breathing in, bending that left knee to the chest, bring it all the way forward into a lunge. And then you're going to exhale to your forward fold. Breathe in, arms up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Oh, there goes the headband. We're going to go ahead and move through this one more time, each side just a little bit faster. Go ahead and take a breath in. And exhale. Breathe in up into the heart. Breathe in up again. Exhale, forward fold. Breathe in halfway and exhale down. On the next inhale, pick up that right leg, move it behind you, lunge. Exhale, down dog. Breathe in, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Breathe in, right leg forward lunge. Exhale, forward fold. Breathe in, arms up. And exhale, hands to the heart. Breath in. Exhale. Breathe in up into the heart. And again. Exhale, forward fold all the way down. Breathe in, gaze up halfway. And exhale down. On the next inhale, pick up that left leg, move it behind you into a lunge. Exhale, down dog. Breathe in, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Breathe in, left leg forward lunge. Exhale, forward fold. Breathe in, arms up. And hands to the heart. My hair's getting long here. It gets caught into my armpit. You're going to go ahead and now bring those hands to your sides. And you're going to go ahead and bring your chin to your chest and roll down one vertebra at a time until you're in your forward fold. And then hold on to those elbows and nod the head yes and shake the head no. Take another deep breath in and exhale, releasing the body in that forward fold. Then you're going to bend your knees and place the palms of the hands underneath the palms of the feet. Moving into your gorilla, you're going to press into those hands and you're going to pull yourself down, engage in your biceps, tuck in your chin, and try to straighten those knees as much as you can. If the hamstrings are staying tight, that's fine. Just do the best. pulling yourself down. And then go ahead and take the hands out from under the feet. And from here, go ahead and walk those feet together, scooch them together so they're parallel and touching. And from here, let's move into our chair. You're going to go ahead and bend your knees and reach those arms forward. And as you bend the knees with the feet together, the knees can be together. Sitting back onto those heels, bring the hands to the heart and turning to the right. Trying to bring that elbow to the knee, opening up into that twist. You can open up those arms if you want. And then relax back into your forward fold, letting the head hang. And then moving to the other side, you're going to go ahead and bend the knees, reaching the arms, those arms forward, sitting down in the feet, in the heels, hands to the heart, and then moving to the other side. Breath in. You can open up those arms, opening the chest, and then release, moving back into your forward fold. From here, let's go ahead and bend the knees and step or hop into plank. And let's go ahead and move through the vinyasa. And back into the down dog. Rising up onto those toes and bringing the heels down. From here, let's go ahead and lift that left leg up, or that right leg up as high as you can. Keeping the shoulders square with the front of the room. Bending the knee, opening up the hips some more. Straightening that leg back up, reaching those toes towards the sky. Knee to the chest, all the way forward. Let's move into our warrior one. Sinking down into this pose. I did a lot of biking this weekend and I can feel it today in my legs. So for those of you who are very active this weekend, I'm sure you feel in your body as well. Reaching those arms out to the side, interlace the fingers behind you, open up the chest, and then move yourself into a humble warrior, folding yourself on the inside of that leg, letting the head hang. And take a breath in. And exhale. Release those arms to the ground. Find yourself into a plank. And then strengthening up the upper body, moving through a vinyasa, but with a push-up. So down and up. Down, up dog. And back to the down dog. Rising up onto those toes and heels down. Reaching that other leg up as high as you can. Opening up that left leg, bending the knee, opening up the hip. And straightening those toes long, equal weight in both hands, knees to the chest. Move yourself into your warrior one. Sinking into this pose, opening those arms out. Interlace those fingers behind you, open up the chest. Let's move into your humble warrior, moving onto the inside of that leg. Let the head hang, arms drape overhead. Breath in. And then as you exhale, let go of those arms and find yourself into a nice strong plank. And again, moving through that vinyasa and with a push-up. Down, up, and down, up dog, and back to the down dog. From here, let's bend the knees and step or hop between the hands. Hold on to those elbows, nod the head yes, shake the head no. Relax those arms down, bend the knees and move yourself all the way down to seated. And let's open up the chest and open up the quads a little bit here. Move ourselves into a supine. Supine is lying on your back. Into a supine extension of the body. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and bend that right leg and bring it behind you. And you're going to go ahead and move on to the elbows. And allow yourself to open up the chest. And then if you have the mobility, you're going to lower down onto your back so that your shoulders can open up. You can bring those arms up overhead. And take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, feeling the opening of the hip,
Feeling the opening of the shoulders. Reaching those arms up. Take a breath in. And exhale. And take a moment to listen to the body. Breath in. And exhale. Let it all the way go. And one more time. And exhale. And then you're going to go ahead and release out of this. You're going to place your hands underneath your lower back to give yourself some support, making a fist. And then you can bring yourself all the way up, switching sides, straightening that leg, and you're going to bend the left knee. And same thing, lowering down onto the elbows. Hanging out here for just a moment, and then when you're ready, lowering yourself all the way down. If the knee comes up, that's fine. And then reaching those arms up overhead, opening up the top of the body. And breath in. And exhale. And again. And breathing out. And one more time. And breathing all the way out. And then go ahead and take those hands, making fists with the hands, place them under your lower back to give yourself the support to come all the way up. And you're going to go ahead and bend those knees. Bring yourself all the way up until you're on your feet into a squatted position. Wake up those Achilles some more. They should be nice and warm. Moving into your forward fold. From here, let's go ahead and bend the knees and step or hop into plank. And let's go ahead and move through our vinyasa with a push-up. There we go. Back to the down dog. And let's go ahead and lift that left leg up. Reaching that leg high. The body should feel stretched and warm. Pushing the ground away from you as that toe reaches up. Bending the knee. Opening up the hips some more. Again, equal weight both sides of the body. Straightening that leg up. Knee to the chest all the way forward. Moving into your warrior one. Sinking down here. Shoulders square with the front. That knee's tracking straight overhead. And let's move into a warrior two. Opening up the body. Back leg turns out slightly. Relax those shoulders down. Reaching those fingers, but relax the shoulders. Straightening that front leg, and then bending it down. Upturning that front arm, moving up and behind you, reverse warrior. Opening up the chest and the torso, breath in. And as you exhale, back to your warrior two. Straightening that leg again. Back leg comes in closer. Shift the hips back, moving into your triangle. Opening up the chest. Reaching those arms up, making sure you're facing the side of the room. Moving into a half bind, top arm bends behind you. Reaching for the leg. And then from here, moving into your extended angle, bending that right knee, long left side from the fingers to the ankle. Make sure you're facing the side of the room so you're keeping the chest broad, keeping it long and open. And then staying here, moving into a variation with that bottom arm coming up, or moving into that bind. Or just staying into the extended angle, wherever your body's at. And then reaching those arms forward, moving yourself into a lowered lunge. So lowering that left leg down to the mat. Right arm on the inside. And feel free to let that leg come out a little bit and in. And move around. Find the sticky spots. Some sticky spots get stickier. Sometimes they get looser. Sometimes they're brand new. All right, let's go ahead and lower down if you can. You can lower down to one elbow or both. Moving around. And let's go ahead and move into our pigeon.
And so if you need equipment, like a block or a book or a pillow, go ahead and bring it out. I'm gonna use a block here. Lately, my body is pretty chronically stiff, so the block helps me feel more aligned and makes the stretch feel more appropriate. And so I put it underneath my butt here, a little bit underneath the front of the leg. And then what I'm doing here is I'm squaring off my body with the front of the room. And if I feel like I have more mobility, I might just lower down. If you have a lot of flexibility, go ahead and let yourself move all the way to the ground. And once you find your pose, work on letting go of the tightness of the hips. Let go 10%. And then let go 20%. Breath in. And exhale. There we go. And breathing in. And let it go. And one more. Letting it all go. And then coming all the way up here, taking that block out, work yourself into a plank, and let's go ahead and do our vinyasa with a double push-up, all right? So down and up, gotta keep that upper body strong. Vinyasa up and back to down dog. Rise up onto those toes and heels down. And go and reach that left leg up as high as you can, pushing the mat away, bending the knee, trying to kick the butt as you push even further. Breath in, reaching those toes long, knee to the chest, all the way forward. Find yourself in that warrior one. Again, everything squaring towards the front. Back leg is turned out slightly so the full foot's on the ground. Then opening out to your warrior two, sinking down some more. Again, relax those shoulders. Opening up, broadening the chest, relax the shoulders, but broadening the back too. And then from here, go ahead and straighten the front leg. Then bending the knee again, upturning that front hand, moving into a reverse warrior. Finding your breath. And back into your warrior two. Straightening that front leg. Let's go ahead and move ourselves into a triangle, reaching forward with the arms, rotating the body. Now my mat is somewhat slick at times, so that back leg slides. Always a challenge. And then you can move into a half bind here. Top arm bends behind you, reaching for that leg, helping to open up the chest, gazing up. And then moving into your extended angle, bending that left elbow, placing it on the knee, long right side. Again, opening up the chest. Make sure you're not slouching the body down. Facing the side of the room, long right side. And staying here, bringing that bottom arm up, or moving into that bind where the hands clasp, or just staying in the lunge. I'm tired today, so I'm going to stay in the extended angle with the elbow on the knee, but making sure the chest stays open. Then reaching those arms forward, let's go ahead and find ourselves in a lunge, lowering that right knee down, bringing that arm on the inside, that left arm on the inside. Again, allow that knee to open out to the side and in, turn the body in. When you're ready, starting to lower down to one elbow or both. Feel the difference between the sides. Maybe you're lucky and everything feels the same on both sides. Keeping your breathing. And coming up, we're going to move into our pigeon. And I'm going to proactively just use a block. Put it right here underneath my hip. Squaring off the hips and the body. Placing the hands out front. This side, I think I have a little bit more mobility. If you can fold in half, this is the time. Fold in half. Okay, and start to let go. Breath in and exhale. And again. And exhale. And breathing in. And exhale. Yes, this side has more mobility for me today. Keeping my mental space on the journey. There's an end goal of what I would like to look like in this pose, and I'm not there, but I'm getting so much value out of listening to my body as I attempt to go towards that end goal pose. And I'm totally okay with never even getting there because this feels great. Okay, so let's go ahead and take the block out if you have a block. We can push it to the side. And let's go ahead and find ourselves into a nice strong plank. And let's go ahead and move through our vinyasa with a double push-up like we did on that other side. So lower down and up and down. And then let's go through up dog and back to the down dog. Rising up under those toes and bringing the heels down. Let's go ahead and lift that right leg up towards the sky, knee to the chest, all the way forward into your warrior one. Straightening that front leg, bring that back leg in closer, back leg's turned out slightly, arms to the side, hands together, opening up the chest again. So hands into reverse prayer or hold on to those elbows. So again, hips square to the front legs straight ahead, and back legs at a slight angle here. So again, your choice, reverse prayer or holding on to those elbows. And then allow yourself to hinge forward, making sure that back hip doesn't open up. Folding all the way down, tucking the chin. And the next breath, we'll briefly now come out of here. We're going to let go of those hands. Let's move ourselves into a warrior three, reaching forward with those arms. Back leg comes up. And if you fall, let's try again. Back leg comes up. Squaring the body off to the ground. Moving into that half moon, opening up the hip. Back into that warrior three, squaring the body off and moving into the angle, into the eagle. Let's use the words today. And we're going to let that leg swing forward, moving now into the eagle as that left leg crosses in front of the right. Left arm underneath. Reach those arms up. Breath in. Stretch in the shoulders and then release and uncross. Just moving through the movements in a very fluid form. I'm just opening up the hips here a little bit more. Let's go ahead and reach those arms to the side, all the way up, stretch. And then exhale, forward fold all the way down. From here, you're going to bend your knees and step or hop into a plank. And we're going to go ahead and move through a vinyasa. Back into the down dog. From here, let's go ahead and lift that left leg as high as you can. Bend the knee to the chest, all the way forward into your warrior one. Then bring that back leg closer, and we're going to go through the whole series on the opposite side. Arms down and behind you. Hips square to the front. So front leg straight ahead, back leg slightly turned out. Then hinge at the hips all the way down. Keeping the hips square, tucking the chin. Finding your breath. And coming all the way up. And then from here, let's go ahead and let go of those arms. Let's move into our warrior three. See if our balance is better on this side. So you're reaching forward, hips and body square with the ground. Moving into, flowing into your half moon, opening up the hip. And then moving back into your warrior three. Finding your balance. And flowing through into your eagle so that right leg crosses in front of the left until the toes are up underneath.
Right arm underneath the left until the hands meet. Reaching the arms up. Feeling the stretch in the shoulders as you sink down. And then uncrossing everything and shaking out the feet. How are we doing on time? This class always goes by so quickly. Okay, so let's come to the front ends of our mat. Let's go ahead and reach those arms up overhead. And exhale, forward fold. Bend the knees, step or hop into plank. Let's go ahead and move through our vinyasa again. Up dog and down dog. Let's lift our left leg up as high as we can. Knee to the chest, all the way forward, warrior one. Okay, straightening that front leg. Let's turn to the left so our feet are parallel. And in a straddle, bring your hands to the hips and hinge at the hips, folding forward all the way down. Reach those hands to the ground. Hands on the ground, push the ground away from you, or reach those hands behind and through the legs and use the fingers as traction to keep pulling you down. Take a breath in. And as you exhale, go ahead and walk your hands over to that right leg and give it a nice hug. And to the other side and give it a nice hug. And then back down to the ground. Place the hands and the hips all the way up. I know we're flowing through a bit fast, but we're getting everything in. So turning and facing towards the front, moving into that high lunge. Go ahead and bring the hands to the heart. We're going to go ahead and rotate over to the right. Hands to the heart. Opening up those arms if you can. Opening up the chest. And then releasing down into your plank. Let's go ahead and move through the vinyasa. Okay, let's go ahead and pick up that other leg, that left leg. Reach it high. Knee to the chest, all the way forward. Let's move into our warrior one. Straightening that front leg, and then turning to the right. Hands to the hips, then hinging at the hips all the way forward, flat back, and then let the back round. Hands drop, head drops. Hands to the mat, pushing it away. Reaching those hands through. Pulling down, and breath in, and exhale, and again, and exhale. And then from here, let's go ahead and bend that right knee and move ourselves slowly into a side lunge. And then into the other side lunge. And again. And the other side. Back into your full straddle forward fold. Pulling yourself through, lengthening everything a bit more. And then hands to the hips, coming all the way up. Let's go ahead and turn facing towards the front. Moving into that high lunge again, bringing your hands to your heart and revolving this lunge. So go ahead and turn to the left. Hands at the heart. And you can open up some more. And then releasing out of this, find yourself into a plank. Let's move through our vinyasa. Back to your down dog. Okay, and then go ahead and lift up that left leg, or that right leg as high as you can. Bend the knee. And we'll go through our flipping the dog, reaching behind you, opening up the chest. Always nice to open up the body and end class this way. Reaching forward, leg high, bending the knee to the chest. Opening everything. And back around. Leg high or down dog as you move through your vinyasa. And other side. Left leg up. Bending the knee. Flipping the dog. Trying not to have your props in the way, which I seem to do every week. And reaching around. Leg high. Knee to the chest. Opening it up. Breath in. And back around, leg high or down dog as you move through the vinyasa. Back to your plank,
Lower onto your belly. Bring your hands to your sides. Bend your knees, feet flop side to side. Turning and facing the other way. Legs long along the mat. Hands to your side, chin to your mat. Reaching long and back down. Reaching again longer and back down. And reaching longer all the way down. Hands under the shoulders. Push yourself into a child's pose. Sinking down. Breath in. As you exhale, push yourself all the way up to seated. Let's swing your feet around. And we're going to go ahead, and if you have a strap, this is the time to grab it. If not, you don't need one. We're going to go ahead and roll onto our backs. Rock side to side. Straightening that left leg along the ground. And if you have a strap or a scarf, you're going to put it behind the foot and bring the leg towards you. Find your breath and exhale. Opening up the back of the leg. And then opening the leg out to the side. Feeling that stretch migrate to the inner part of the hamstring and the adductors. And then moving over into a twist, letting that leg cross over. And let your body melt into the ground. One more breath. As you relax, don't forget to continue breathing. And roll onto your backs and switch sides. So you're going to straighten that right leg out along the mat. And then you're going to lift that left leg. If you have a strap, you can go ahead and put that strap behind the foot or the leg and start to bring it closer to you. You can use a TheraBand, a resistance band. All of that helps. Finding your breath. And as you exhale, lengthening the back of this hamstring. Opening the leg out to the side. And breath in. Exhale. And then let that leg cross over. And breathing out. And rolling onto your back, letting everything go. Lengthening both legs out along the mat. Have the feet mat width apart. Place the hands under the head. Give yourself a nice gentle distraction. Let the head rest on the mat. Arms to the sides. Let those feet just flop open. Arms flop open. And feel the weight of your body on the ground. And feel how your legs make contact with the ground and the head. And start to relax the face and the jaw. Relax those shoulders as gravity helps them relax and open up. Focus to the belly as it rises with the inhale, falls with the exhale, and again, and exhale. Again, focusing on the beginning passage that I had mentioned in class. about where your focus is in yoga. And is your goal, is your approach to have the end goal and the pose? Or can you approach yoga through the journey to attempt the end pose, but being completely fine with possibly never getting there and focusing on that journey? Another breath in and exhale. Slowly start to wiggle the fingers and the toes and the wrists
and the ankles, and slowly turn the head side to side. Then reach those arms up overhead into a nice stretch. And then roll over onto one side. Take a breath in. And as you exhale, go ahead and push yourself all the way up to seated. Bringing your hands to your heart and honoring your body for all the movement it just gave you, and honoring all the movement it's going to give you this week. Namaste. Thanks for taking class, guys. Athletic yoga every Monday, 7:45 to 8:45. All suggestions welcome. I love teaching this class. Love you guys, and hopefully phase 2 is just around the corner and you'll be able to do some live classes. Okay, everyone, have a great week.